Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants.
Yeah!
Player 1, Player 2, Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Here comes the Jeopardy round. And here are the categories that await your selection. World Geography. Let's celebrate. Flowers. That's my ma. Literary pets. And Judy. Player 1, you're in command of the board as we continue right now. Melbourne is in the Australian state named for this woman, a friend of Viscount Melbourne. Player 1, use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus control. Correct. Player 1, you pick again. You can enter this European city via the Puerta de Bisagra and its U.S. namesake via exit 64 on the Ohio Turnpike. Let's hear it, Player 1. That's it. Player 1, back to you for our next. Paulistas live in a large city in this large South American country. Yes, Player 1. Right. You get to pick again, Player 1. This country's Grand Canal ends at the port of Hangzhou. It's Player 1. Good for you. We return to you, Player 1. It's Africa's highest mount that shares its name with a country. Let's hear it, Player 1. That is correct. Player 1, pick again. The patron saint of lovers is honored on this annual holiday. Player 2. Right. Player 2, back to you. Former U.S. Senator Gaylord Nelson founded this annual observance devoted to the environment. It's Player 1. That's right. Way to go. You again, Player 1. Customs on this 121st day of the year include dancing around a pole and giving baskets to friends and family. Okay, Player 1. Yes. Choose again, Player 1. Collecting money for UNICEF on this holiday was begun in 1950 by a Philadelphia Sunday school class. Yes, Player 2. Right you are. Please pick again, Player 2. Meaning a coming, it's the period before Christmas that begins on the Sunday nearest to November 30th. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yeah, good. Choose again, Player 1. Holding reserves through winter, these globular underground buds let flowers like narcissus bloom early. Okay, Player 3. You are correct. You get to pick again, Player 3. This large group of flowering plants attracts serious devotees like those who pay $10,000 for one Peruvian plant. It's Player 1. Yes. We return to you, Player 1. This Mayflower of the buttercup family has a C version, too. Yes, player 1. That is correct. Player 1, back. A bouquet of a dozen cinquefoils ought to have a total of this many petals. Player 3. Yep. Player 3, back to you. Answer, the Daily Double. Here's a chance to break the tie. Please select your wager, player 2. Okay, here is the clue. L. vulgare is the oxide type of this common flower. Good. You again, player 3. In 1758, Ben Franklin issued his last publication of this annual. It's player 1. Good. Please pick again, player 1. Game fish of the family Istiophoridae with a pointed snout. Okay, player 2. You got it. Player 2, you pick again. A doctor who specializes in the treatment of skin diseases. Player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2, pick again. Here's Kelly from our Clue Crew with the clue.
Its silhouette is seen here.
Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct. Select again. Dr. Faustus, playwright. Yes, player 2. That's correct. We return to you, player 2. The title beast of his The Hound of the Baskervilles is actually the pet of Mr. Jack Stapleton. Okay, player 2. Yes. Please pick again, player 2. Harry Potter uses his snowy owl named this to transfer messages. Let's hear it, player 3. Correct. Player 3, back to you. Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings' The Yearling centers on this type of pet. Yes, player 3. Yep. Player 3, you pick again. Little Swan, Little Bear, and Greenfinch are some of the goats of this Johanna Spiri lass. It's player 2. Right. Player 2, pick again. A poetic Eliot feline who has lived many lives in succession is named for this fifth book of the Old Testament. Player 1. Good. Select again. Her losing the Oscar for 1954's A Star is Born was called the biggest robbery since Brinks. Yes, player 2. You are correct. Player 2, back. As Judy, this 1980 title character, Goldie Hawn said, "And I mean, look at this place. The Army couldn't afford drapes?" It's player 3. Good. Choose again, player 3. Judy Reyes staffed Sacred Heart Hospital as nurse Carla Espinosa on this Zach Braff sitcom? Okay, player 3. That's correct. You get to pick again, player 3. From 1984 to 1992, Judith Light and this live-in housekeeper struggled over the question, who's the boss? Let's hear it, player 2. That is correct. Let's have a look at the $1,000 clue. She hit the top 40 in both 1975 and 1977 with Send in the Clowns. Player 2. Yes. Player 3 will select first in Double Jeopardy right after this. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. Sea Life, My Spice, Mobilized, Celebrities, Shakespeare's Characters, and Women of Achievement. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as we continue. This herring-like pizza fish is attracted by light, so it's fished at night. Okay, player 1. Right you are. You again, player 1. The Inuit use all parts of this pinniped. Its large canine teeth are used to carve small decorative objects. It's player 1. Correct. Player 1, pick again. Answer, 1 of the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. What'll it be? Answer, the skin of an octopus contains cells called chromatophores that allow it to do this when excited. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. Player 1, you pick a shovel, slipper, and spiny are species of this creature of the order Decapoda. Let's hear it, player 1.
Yeah!
Right. Select again. This white whale, related to the narwhal, is the only whale that can bend its neck. Yes, player 2. You got it. You again, player 2. The Ceylon, or tree type of this spice that's good on toast, is buff-colored and mildly sweet. Player 3. Yes. Choose again, player 3. The name of this spice, important in Asian incense, can also refer to a small piece of garlic. Okay, player 2. That's right, way to go. Please pick again, player 2. In a sushi bar, you will likely be offered some pickled this, so you can cleanse your palate between bites. Let's hear it, player 2. That's correct. Player 2, back to you. Brassica juncea is the brown or Indian type of this spice. It's player 3. Correct. We return to you, player 3. Popular in spaghetti sauce, wild marjoram is more commonly known by this name. Player 1. That is correct. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. A mechanical device used to indicate musical tempo. Yes, player 2. Yes. You get to pick again. Fly agaric is one of these spore-producing fungi of the Basidiomycetes class. Player 1? Good for you! Player 1, you pick again. It can be a powerful person in entertainment or a member of a Muslim dynasty that once ruled India. Yes, player 1. Yeah, good. Select again. Someone who moves from relationship to relationship is a serial one. Okay, player 2. Right. We return to you, player 2. This large tube-shaped pasta is often stuffed with cheese and baked with a tomato sauce. It's player 3. Hey, you're right. You again, player 3. This host of American Idol was born in Atlanta in 1974. Let's hear it, player 1. That's it. You get to pick again, player 1. This Brit signed on to play for the LA Galaxy soccer team in 2007. It's player 2. That's correct. Choose again, player 2. Kelly will present this clue.
Borat portrayer Sacha Baron Cohen studied history at this British university, named for a river crossing.
Let's hear it, player 2.
Yeah!
Right. Please pick again, player 2. Before he was James Bond, he was Alex West in Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. Player 1?
Yeah!
That's it. Player 1, back to you for... She was nominated for a 2009 Teen Choice Award for her role as Ben Affleck's girl in He's Just Not That Into You. Yes, player 2. That's right. Way to go. Player 2, back to you. There's something in his soul o'er which his melancholy sits on brood is said of this title character. Okay, player 3. Good. Player 3, pick again. Friar John gets quarantined, so he never delivers that really important letter that this friar wrote to Romeo. Player 1? That is correct. Choose again, player 1. She's in Troy when she tells Pandarus, "Go hang yourself, you naughty mocking uncle." Okay, player 1. Right. Please pick again, player 1. Answer? The second daily double. You are in the lead right now. Decide on your wager, player 1. And the clue. This man boasts, "He that knows better how to tame a shrew, now let him speak." That puts you even further ahead. Player 1, pick again. The appropriately named Servilius is a servant to this title guy of Athens. Yes, Player 3. Yes. Player 3, you pick again, please. Around 46 BC, Julius Caesar offended his countrymen by dedicating a statue to her. Let's hear it, Player 1. Good. Player 1, back in November 1988, she was elected Prime Minister of Pakistan, becoming the first woman to head a modern Islamic nation. It's Player 3. You got it. Player 3, back to you for... In 1616, she and her husband John Rolfe traveled to England to help raise funds for the Virginia colonists. Let's hear it, Player 3. Yeah, good. Select again. As an example to her Russian subjects, she and her son Paul had themselves inoculated against smallpox in 1768. It's Player 3. Yep. And the last clue for $2,000. To further the ambitions of her brother, her father, Pope Alexander VI, arranged several marriages for her. Okay, Player 2. Correct. All three of you will participate in Final Jeopardy right after this. Time to get ready for Final Jeopardy, and today the category is this: poets. What are you going to wager? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Let's take a look at that Final Jeopardy clue right now. Fired from a job for laziness, he wrote, "I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass." What did you put as your response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? What did you say? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? Did you come up with the correct response? And that correct response will add... Congratulations, Player 1. You are our new champion. So long, everybody.